Hello YouTube.
The
We are
space race is more of a passive tertiary thing for me.
Hey YouTube. We are continuing the space race, and Martin is just not doing anything. And I am going to get this goddamn thing into orbit now, no matter what happens. So yeah, so that's what's happening. I know how to get these into orbit now as well, so that's a bit better. And one of these. Because we want a decoupler there, and one of these. Then I need another decoupler here. And find the goddamn things. Then we'll have 3 more of these engines. Oh, so let me check if your ships save across profiles. No, they do not, so I'm going to have to remake the Guardian. And we will call this ship the United Space Ship Orbiter Orbiter nil or Orbiter 0, because this is just sort of like the practice getting into orbit. And the satellites won't have USS at the beginning of them, so that's how I'll know the difference, sort of. Satellites would just be called like Orbiter, and then the manned ships will be called USS. Oh crap, but I should probably add some fins to this. That looks good. So here we are on the thing. Bill Kerman. And we are going to launch in 3, 2, 1. We don't have our systems on this time. I'm going to ease back on the throttle as we approach that that velocity up there. Use T to actually keep us straight. Go back on the throttle a little bit. So we're still going up. Is that 100? Or does that say 200? It's hard to tell. Because it kind of looks like it says 200. I'm not really sure. Anyway, let's just continue going up. And then when we reach 10,000 feet, we want to go to 45 degrees on this thing, the nav ball. Couldn't remember the name of it. And then go back up to full throttle and use the SAS system to help us. 8,000, 9,000, and there we go. There we go. Now if we just use M, we can adjust our orbit. Oh no, wait there, we want to wait till this thing here gets to 100. Actually, wait. First thing we want to do is wait for the liquid fuel engine to run out, so we can decouple that before we do anything else. And now we're going to use this last engine to get into orbit. So we're going to wait for our apoapsis to get to 100, which might take a while, as you can see. Want this to be at about 45. So as we keep it at 45, we should keep going up. Our apoapsis is now at 50,000 meters. Our fuel is doing okay. And it is still increasing in height. 60. 70. Was that 100? And when it gets to 100, basically what we're going to do is completely cut the engines and then add a maneuver node so we can get our orbit not really circular, but actually going around the planet. We'll work on getting it circular after that. Okay, so 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, we're turning off SAS and cut engines. And there we go. So now we have 2 minutes 7 seconds to add this maneuver, and we want it to go that way round until we get an orbit. There we go. And this is added our maneuver node. And now what we want to do is we want to take this time to get aimed up perfectly. There we go. And now that we are aimed up perfectly, in 1 minute and 32 seconds, we are going to go straight forward. We're not really even straight forward, but we're going to continue just to burn, basically, which is full throttle until this little bar goes down. I'm going to start 3 seconds before it learns. And if you're wondering how all of a sudden I got so good at, or how all of a sudden I got all this stuff that I know to do, like how I know when I got to 10,000 feet to go to 45 degrees or whatever, Scott Manley, he's a YouTuber that does a lot of this, and he's a proper astrophysicist, yet again. Really doesn't give me any confidence that everyone who plays this game, apart from me and Marn, appears to be an astrophysicist. Oh, a nerd cubed. Me and Marn are future astrophysicists, isn't that right, Marn? And Marn is not responding. And usually what I do to get his attention is this. Marn, 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 marn. Marin. Well, he really does appear to be gone. I guess he doesn't want to witness me kicking his ass at the space race by getting something in orbit. And there we go. As long as we keep this little dot in line with this little dot, we should be just fine. Crap, right, well, we kind of missed it, but we did good enough. There we go. And that is our orbit. May not be perfectly circular, but it's an orbit, folks. Go down and look at our Kerbal here. So we don't have that much fuel left, and I do kind of want to land them, and I want to land them as perfectly close to the space station, or not space station, close to the space center as possible, which is, where is it? It's somewhere about there. Yeah, that's the space dock. So what we're going to do now is, when we reach our apoapsis, we're going to add a maneuver, because we want to, right there, we don't want that at all. We want periapsis burn, because we want to make our orbit right about there. So that's our new maneuver that we're going to begin when we reach apoc or apoapsis. So now we sort of have time to get aligned with this. So disable SAS. Time warp a good wee bit. Just my actual position, like fire out so I can get comfortable. There we go. Right. Oh, as you can see, the time warp automatically went down there. Oh Jesus! Because now we are in the atmosphere, which is why we can maneuver so quickly now, because the wings actually work in the atmosphere. Let's just fast forward out of this area. As soon as we actually get out of this atmosphere, the sooner we can warp faster. This is the argument for making your orbits circular. You'd never, like, you can make it perfectly round. But sure, I'll do that when I come to launching the satellite. So we're on the dark side of Kerbal right now. I should always add lights to all of my space shuttles. Ooh. Also, I only learned, like, today, I think, or like yesterday, that Kerbals have flashlights on them, on the wee helmets, which is quite cool, so I'll have to use that a bit. But yeah, we are actually in the Kerbal atmosphere right now, which you can see right there. You can see the sort of layers there. Anyway, so we're just about to reach our periapsis, which is our lowest point or closest to the Earth in our whole orbit, so we should start to get a bit higher now. And yep, we are going to start getting a bit higher now. The sooner we get out of orbit, the easier / harder it will be to maneuver this thing. Right, let's just turn this off for a second while we try to get. There we go. And let's speed this up to full. We can't speed up to full yet. We should be exiting orbit somewhere near now. In 11 minutes, if this was not sped up, we would be doing our burn for 31 seconds, which it says down there. But we're not doing it yet. I'm just hoping we have enough fuel to get us back to the space center. I want to land this guy. We should be exiting the atmosphere any second now. Yeah. We should be out of it by now, actually. Is our atmosphere getting lower and lower? I fear it might be. Yes, our atmosphere is getting lower and lower, which is not good. Not good at all. Our Apple key, as you can see there, is getting lower and lower, and that's how I know my whole atmosphere is getting lower. Holy crap, we may be screwed. Look at where our Apple key used to be. There we go. Fixed, I hope. Now our Apple key is back up to the usual size it was before. I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. I just put followed the full there and hoped for the best. I had no idea what I was doing, and I thought it was probably gonna blow us up, but it didn't, and that's what we need to focus on. And now we are in space, so now we can fast forward way quicker, as you can see. You're almost there. Oh, slow down. Yes, we have about 20 seconds before we begin our orbital burn. It was supposed to begin there now, but because of all the adjusting we did, I think, kind of screwed it up. Let's look at it from here. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. There we go. Now we must begin burning. Basically, we're not. The reason we're not plummeting straight towards the Earth on purpose is because we're going against sort of like our orbit direction. We are lowering our orbit and in a way changing it very dramatically. Crap! Cut! I may have screwed this up. We may now be plummeting towards the ground, which is not exactly what I wanted, and that did not actually do anything. In fact, we are a bit worse for our wear, and we need to finish this burn by just burning retrograde. And we are out of fuel. We are now officially, as they say, fucked. What we can do now is... Oh, we might actually come close. Oh, we might actually come very close if this is actually the place. This doesn't look like the place at all. No, this is not the space dock or whatever. It looked a lot like the place, to tell you the truth. Oh crap, we are burning up. We are definitely burning up. And our parachute's already deployed. It's burning up as well. Holy crap, look at those heat effects. He doesn't feel a thing. Oh crap, and he can see things. Yeah, that did look like the dock. After this, first thing I'm going to do is get a look at that. But anyway, we got the ship into orbit. Now we just have to wait for it to plummet down. 3,000 feet. 2,000 feet. This should be a perfect 0 because we're landing in the ocean. 1, slow, 7, 6, 5, parachute deploy. Five, 4, 3, 2, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, crash. There we go. And it floats. ERC, can we actually evac this guy? Yeah, but he can't swim. Get back on, get back on, get back on. Okay, there we go. I don't believe Kerbals can swim. Let's see what he sees from his point of view. So we have not drowned. We can rotate. And we are now technically sort of underwater. Yeah, that was a pretty good flight. Thanks for watching on the video.